Alrighty, it is March the 12th, 2018. The Sun is in Aquarius, Mercury and Venus in Pisces. But here's what's really going on. It's these four. Primarily, with Pluto here, these four. Mars, Saturn, Pluto, and the Moon. The Moon has been crescent Saturn the past few days, bringing emphasis on what Saturn wants to get done. Saturn rules astrology. This is his alchemical magic circle. That's why you always see Saturn invoked. He's the one that created astrology. The astrology we currently have comes out of mutable Earth and Gemini, that Buddha, Thoth, Hermes character, the changing heavens. In Aquarius, we're going to move into a fixed heaven. Saturn's going to fix it. Thalum, I come to restore all things. It's going to be put right. We've been in the mutable age of Pisces. It's about water. Waters are the people. About changing the peoples. Well, that's what this is about coming up. Matter of fact, for the next few years, this change is upon us. But right now, Pluto is currently in Sagittarius with Saturn, the Moon, and now Mars. Pluto dealing with the subconscious. This is the sign of ideologies. He's there to clean out all of that old residual belief systems. It's like growing up, and you have to give up childish ways. It's time to grow up philosophically. The old religions are not serving us. The old political systems are not serving us. The educational systems are not serving us. And Saturn rules all of that in Capricorn. He's the one that deals with structure. So he's here to clean out the old Jupiterian, and this is the house of Jupiter. Jupiter currently in Venus's house, Lucifer, the hidden wisdom of the heavens, that fiery serpent on the pole. This video is predominantly for those born with Pluto and Leo. You are that generation that started the fire. Well, this is the culmination of that fire. It is the fire of the mind, philosophy, ideology. It is purification. It's fire. It's illumination. And Pluto is there to clean out what is not serving us. Mars, this is why everything is changing. Mars has been in Ophiuchus, the hero's journey. That's Hercules. Halfway through the story, Hercules figures out the king he's working for is the bad guy. So he has to switch sides. He has to get rid of his old belief system to prepare to embrace something new and to act upon it. He has to he has to win the day, save the day, remain the hero, but not let the old king that he was serving win. And he stands for the people as he moves here, and that's a place of revealing secrets. Mars in Scorpio is about revealing secrets. This is where Ophiuchus learns, aha, I'm on the wrong side. I call this Red Rover, send Hercules right over, because here he comes. Now you take action. You're affected by it emotionally when you find out you've been duped. And now you must take action on it in the house of ideology. You take consideration. This is moving out of the old ways. Again, those of you with Pluto and Leo in your natal charts, this is your time. This is what you were born for. Your whole generation was for this purpose. We're letting go of those old World War II mentality to make way for something new. The something new comes in 2020. when Saturn and Jupiter conjunct, it sets the stage for the next 20 years. They're doing it in the house Capricorn, which is the government, military, education. It's all about service to the whole. It's the sign of the Pope, the cardinal of the Most High Cardinal of the earth. But our popes have been mutable, not cardinal. Here, with this going on, everybody's going to start switching sides. You're going to wake up to what it's forcing our shadow work. We're all starting to wake up and realize that it's really not about Democrat or Republican. It's not about sidereal or tropical. There has to be another way. Thalen was neither Republican or Democrat. He's a freaking king. It's a monarchy. It's a whole new way. There can be only one. This is what's coming. And we're seeing it manifest now within. In 2020, it will manifest on the physical plane. She's feminine. She's cardinal earth. That's the god of let there be, the god of creation. And with Pluto there, when Saturn and Jupiter meet, the door to the Black Lodge opens. Capricorn is the Black Lodge. We manifest from within the mind. We think about it first. This is the feminine aspect of Saturn. It's the creative part. So, and Pluto being there, representing the subconscious and symbolism, we're going to manifest it. You're either going to manifest the monsters of the id or your freaking daydreams. But the time to clean out the old ways so you don't manifest the old ways all over again is to get rid of the old way of thinking, your old belief systems. Mars moving in to Sagittarius, making that happen, action being taken on it. Now it's time to do something about it. You need to do it for yourself before it's done for you. That's when people's paradigms start to come down, and then they don't have a leg to stand on. You're the one-legged man then. You have to get a peg leg. To me, it's like this. The question is your glass half empty or half full? Therein lies the problem. They've only given you two choices. Democrat, Republican, Catholic, Protestant, Christian, Muslim, sidereal, tropical. They only give you two choices. So what do we do about that? We choose the third choice. We don't choose Democrat or Republican. We choose the king, which is the lamb. You follow the lamb. You don't follow either one of them. Here, what you do is you take the world's glass, be it half empty or be it half full, and you pour it into a cup. Then your cup runneth over. It's a new way of thinking. And that's what this is about. This is about moving from the glass half empty and half full to my cup runneth over. It's moving out of the dichotomy of Republican and Democrat. There are major problems on both sides. And moving into following the lamb, that one, the monarch. Moving from tropical and sidereal into a workable, functional astrology, alchemical astrology. But that will speak for itself. It tells you. It's been ruling us. It's time for us to stand in our own magic circles and rule it. This is coming at it everything from a whole new way. It's no longer going to be convenient to be on a side. You got to stand in the middle of your circle to control it. You can't stand on the side. And the weight of this, the weight of what's happening right now is going to be on those who were born with Pluto in Leo. This is your responsibility. This is what you were born to do. It's time for you to get up and do it. And that's what Saturn's saying right now, conjunct Pluto with Mars and the Moon. And what is the belief system? The hidden wisdom of the heavens, the occult knowledge, Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, that great eagle, that bronzed, with the bronzed serpent in its claws, that great wisdom that healed those who came out of Egypt, who had been bitten by the serpents of Egypt. And it is truly freeing, because it frees you from the old ideologies and the old ways. The main thing you got to give up here is guilt. You feel guilty about shit that don't even matter because your belief system was incorrect. There is really only one law. Well, this is karma. You're going to reap what you sow. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Love thy neighbor as thyself. And that's the only law you can break. Do no harm. Harm comes in many fashions. Mainly what's happened in my lifetime, or in the past few hundred years, really, since mass media, our religion itself, is mental and emotional rape. They torture us mentally with religion and with politics. These constructs of man, of the Jupiterian and Aries ages, even back since before the flood, this has been going on. But we're moving into Aquarius. It's the age of knowing. We're coming out of that confusion. And now is a time to purge the mind. Set the stage for 2020 so that we can manifest the proper philosophy, the proper ideologies that serve the whole. Saturn ruling Aquarius and Capricorn. And both of those are service to the whole. It's the knowing. You will know even as you are known. We have to let go of it all, not pieces and parts. Uranus over here in Pisces, the waters, the people, with that outer transformation on that same mutable cross. And we're talking about it, and our heart's in it. Every day, this chart speaks for itself. Who's talking? What are they talking about? Who's talking? What are they talking about? Where's your heart? What's the message? What do you believe? Who are you? What do I see in you? What do you see in you? And it all relates back to your cross, your natal chart. Everybody's affected because it's the mutable cross, and we live in the age of the mutable cross. But we're moving into the age of the fixed cross, the golden age, because we only ascend there to Cardinal, the Most High. No man comes to the Father but by me. You got to get through Aquarius to get to Capricorn. You got to go through Thalem, the Lamb. All right, so Red Rover, what will you do? Will you change over? We're supposed to overcome. Let's come over. Go above, rise above, Cardinal, Most High. And again, this is a message to those with Pluto in It's for everybody, but Pluto and Leo, this is your responsibility to get up and do something about it. Mars, what will you do? Will you speak about it to the people? Is your heart in it? The peoples on the mutable cross are changing on the outside. Pluto's here changing them on the inside. This is religion too, mostly. When we move into Capricorn, it's going to move to government. We'll manifest a new form of government to serve people. But the old one has to come down. You're watching it happen in the media. It's all staged for you. It's scripted by the same scribes who scribbled the scripture and gave you Bible, Bibble, Babble at Babylon. They would like you to forever remain on the mutable cross or ever in Leo in confusion. But that's not going to happen. Saturn's here to make sure of it. We're going to do this, the easy way or the hard way, but we're going to do this. And here comes Saturn. I meant Mars. And it's fixing to happen. It's starting to happen. When Mars comes conjunct Saturn, let's take a look and see. So we're looking at April, probably the 3rd. There you go. April the 2nd. About lunchtime. High noon. 4-2. There you go. That's when real action will be taken. That you really need to do something. For yourself, for those around you, make a move on allowing Pluto to just let go. Stop reacting emotionally to old ideologies that we don't even freaking believe in, just because we do it out of instinct and programming. It's time to become self-aware and put all that aside. And Saturn will test you on it. So you can expect that to just show up right in your face. Try to evoke an emotional response out of you. And it'll be all about the mind. Think about what I just said here. Because you've got till April the 2nd before it's in your face. Mars just now a few days into Sagittarius. And we got a Mercury retrograde coming up. So I see a lot of propaganda. I see events that will cause an emotional response in you. You can act or react. But you can think about it and move from the world's glass half empty or half full. Take your own cup, pour it in it, and watch it just run over. The choice is always ours. And the test is always it's our response to it. It's not what happens to us. It's what we do or don't do about it. There are times we should do things, and then there are times we should do nothing. Mars is debilitated in Cancer. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, and that's where he's going right after he leaves here. This will be the beginning, and then to get it done in Capricorn. Because that is the Most High manifestation. Cardinal Earth. Alright, I think I made my point. And speaking of taking out of old ways, this is going to be across the board. There's going to be so much change in the next few years. It's incredible. The question is, which way is it going to change for you? Because in 2020, when Saturn and Jupiter meet, the next 20 years of your life will be set. And you will either manifest these monsters of the id because you didn't clean it up, or you'll manifest the new dream that you are dreaming now, the new goal, the new way. What do you want? How do you want to live? What do you need to clean up? You got to take the old out before the new can come in. And it's coming in with a bang like we haven't seen in ages. The alignments that are happening are quite incredible, actually. These cycles repeat all the time. But to have a Saturn-Jupiter conjunction in Capricorn with Pluto there, these are long term. And to have it all set up the way each planet starts moving through Sagittarius while Saturn is there. You know, to me, the difference between the astrologies, one is based on the sun, one is based on the moon, and the one I'm using is based on Saturn. The sun and the moon are not the main focus. Saturn rules astrology. He rules heaven and earth. He rules astrology. This is his circle. He created it. He's about borders and restrictions. That's the houses. He divides. He puts things in order, Capricorn. And I tell you what, he restores all things. The Lamb. So, time to pick sides or get out of the sides. You cannot play Red Rover. Don't be on one side or the other. Throw the glass away, go get you a cup. Life will be much easier. And your cup is your natal chart.